Hi, this is the first update for the missing children Orrin West and Orson West. And as you've seen before, I did do an energy reading and a tarot card reading um, and talked about what I saw with Orrin and Orson West and what I believed had happened. And so I explained that and I made predictions, and the video is on my channel and you can go back and see it if you haven't already seen it. But the reason why I'm doing this video, and it's going to be shorter than normal because it's just an update, I needed to wait until Monday to make sure that the information given was verified, and it was, and so now we'll talk about it. So we'll start by saying that the investigation was moved back to Bakersfield, California. And Orrin and Orson West, as you can see their images, and they went missing from California City, California, December 21st, 2020. That's what the adoptive parents have said. The new evidence has now shifted the investigation back to Bakersfield, and there is a number to call, which is on your screen, and that number is 661 322 4040. This is the secret witness line. If you have any information about the boys, please give them a call and let them know anything that you know. You can remain anonymous, and you can also leave your name if you would like to. But again, the number is on the screen, 661 322 4040. Please call if you have any information. Now, as I said, this is just a quick update. So the investigation was moved back to Bakersfield, and Bakersfield police definitely have more experience and manpower and have immediately started searches in the area. Bakersfield police issued and conducted a search warrant of the residence of Wanda West, and Wanda West is the adoptive grandmother. And the police then made a statement that yes, they issued a search warrant, and they wanted to explain that the search warrants are standard procedure. So they're not giving out a lot of information. I think at this time they don't really want to give out too much and, throw off their investigation or something. But whatever evidence has come up has now shifted the investigation back to Bakersfield. So I wanted to just update and let you guys know that's all they're saying. We still haven't found the boys, unfortunately. They're really not saying a lot anymore than just those statements that I read. I did wait until Monday to make sure that that was what happened and to have that confirmed, and it was confirmed by the police department and on all the news stations and stuff. So the other reason why I bring this up is because for those of you that saw the energy in the tarot card reading, in the reading, I predicted that I felt that the boys were in Bakersfield and that the move to California City was misdirection. Also, in the reading, I predicted that powerful and influential men were going to be involved, and that was coming up in the future position. I now believe that the powerful, influential men are the Bakersfield Police Department, who have the manpower and who have the resources and who have also dealt with these kind of investigations before. In the reading, I also predicted that there is a third person involved and that knows something or is somehow involved in it. And it looks to me like the adoptive grandmother is that third person involved. That's really all we can say. We just got to follow this case and see what happens. I will keep, watching and seeing, and it's interesting for me. This isn't the first missing case I've worked on, but it is the first I'm publicly documenting. And what is always interesting to me is how, a lot of what I see in the readings actually plays out to be factual and actually happens in real life. What I do is real, but I'm not 100%. No psychic ever is, and anyone that tells you they are lying to you. I'm not 100%. I don't know everything. I am not God. I'm just the messenger. And there are times that I'm going to be wrong. But there are times when I am right. And I'm always amazed to see it actually happen. And, It makes me feel better to know that what I'm doing is the right thing, and I just want to put it out there and update everybody who's watching the story and anyone who's seen the energy reading that I did. I really appreciate all the views. I really appreciate you guys sticking with me through the end. I know it was a long video, but I do appreciate it. My goal is to get their image out there. My goal is to make sure that people don't forget about these children. And there are other missing kids I would love to do videos on. I plan on doing them in the future to continue to keep these people and these kids and their images out there and their stories so that we don't forget. This is a very publicized case, and so a lot of people know about it. But there are even other cases that, don't get as much publicity, and that's my goal as part of my channel, is to really put images out there. These are people, these are children that matter and that shouldn't be forgotten about. Now, in the reading, I also predicted that what I saw was that the boys would be found. Unfortunately, they're not going to be found alive, but I did predict that they would be found also in Taurus season, which is in May. So I don't think we'll get a lot of information, much more than what they're saying now. And as I waited over the weekend to get confirmation, I was hoping for more. But, they're not really saying months. They're still investigating. But I do think that it's a positive side that they have moved the investigation back to Bakersfield. So I have also, so again, I don't think we'll find them until May, but we'll see. And I have also researched the area where the apartment complex was, and in my reading, I also predicted that they was a tie somehow. They did something. There was a tie somehow to an old apartment complex or an old residence back in Bakersville. So, being nosy like I am, I went and I researched the neighborhood, and actually, within, I think it was like 3 to 5 minutes away, there is a baseball field, and there's also a recycling center. Now, in my prediction, I had said that there was a baseball field and possibly like a landfill is where they would find the boys. So it's just another coincidence, and I noticed that on the map, just being kind of nosy and looking around, that there is actually a baseball field very close to their old apartment complex. So I don't know, we'll just continue to follow the case. We'll continue to see what happens. I always have a great question though. How many coincidences have to happen before it's no longer coincidence? I don't know. That's the question I always ask myself when I do this, because, right now we're about 3 coincidences in, and, I've done this before, and it's pretty amazing how many coincidences can come up. And, so how many, guys? How many until it's no longer a coincidence, huh? So let's hope for the best. Let's hope that, we find him before May. Let's hope we do. That's my prediction, but I just wanted to touch base and give everyone an update. And again, if you have any information, at this point, the cops have even been on TV saying, if you've had any interaction with these kids, if you went to school with them, if your kids went to school with them, anything, they would like to know what you know. So give them any information you have. Like I said, be anonymous, but please call Bakersfield Secret Witness Line at 661-322-4040 if you have any information on the missing children, Orrin West and Orson West. And again, I really want to thank you guys for watching. I want to thank you guys for liking and subscribing and sharing. It's like I said, I'm not one to say that every video. I'm not going to keep reminding you. You watch YouTube, you know how to do it. But I do appreciate it from the bottom of my heart, and I really want to keep everyone updated, and I will keep following this case until these babies are found and brought home. And I thank everyone for their interest, and I thank everyone for their prayers for these boys. So again, call if you have any information, and thank you so much for taking the time to watch. Good night.